It's strange to think of the NBA season starting again without Steph Curry, the superstar point guard for the Golden State Warriors. But these are strange times. Curry's Warriors are not among the 22 teams to qualify to gather in Orlando inside what some are calling the NBA bubble. They're playing in a bubble. They're living in this bubble in Orlando. You and your Warriors, not one of the 22. What's it like being outside the bubble looking in?
From what I hear in the bubble, obviously they're playing, they're making it work. It's going to be a huge sacrifice for all the guys to stick with the protocols, be safe, but play basketball. So hopefully it works. Hopefully we get through October. There's a finals and see who comes out on top.
We caught up with Curry as he played in the American Century Golf Championship at Lake Tahoe over the weekend. While there, he and Charles Barkley and other big names from pro sports took part in a roundtable special for NBC Sports called Race and Sports in America, Conversations.
As a young father with a 7-year-old and a 5-year-old, the questions that they're asking because they're being shown these images, you can't and you shouldn't really shield them from this.
What do you want people to take away from the special? What did you take away from that conversation?
Anytime we have the opportunity to speak on it, to share our experience, to have people listen, and keep applying pressure. I think that's important. That's why we all wanted to talk on it, and hopefully people get something from it and continue the conversation themselves.
You spent some time talking about something that I don't think gets a lot of attention. You talked about subtle racism. What is subtle racism to you, and how have you experienced it?
As a black man in this society, sometimes when you have a little bit of polish, you're articulate, you're intelligent, you might be accepted, but there's still kind of that subtle remark around, you're so well-spoken, or those kind of just subtle jabs.
During the golf tournament, Curry wore custom cleats honoring Breonna Taylor, the young woman shot and killed by police in Louisville during a controversial raid on her home. Of the 3 officers involved, 1 has been fired while the other 2 are on administrative leave. You said her name, if you will, by wearing those customized golf cleats this weekend honoring Breonna Taylor. Why her story?
There's no reason why there shouldn't be, those cops that were responsible, that shouldn't be brought to justice for how everything went down. And that say her name thing is huge in terms of continuing to, again, apply pressure to that conversation. Social
justice phrases are going to be allowed on team jerseys when they do start here in a few weeks. Are you at all concerned about alienating fans?
No, I'm not sensitive to that at all. I applaud every single player that's going to take that opportunity. We're human first, and if you can't accept what we want to talk about, or what we want to highlight, or what we want to change in our society, then don't accept us as basketball players either.
Fellow panelist Charles Barkley caused a stir on Friday with comments during an interview with CNBC.
The fans are at such a disadvantage because they're going through the pandemic, and they don't want to see a bunch of rich people talking about stuff all the time.
Was he talking to you? Was he talking about you? Was he talking about the effort that you're a part of?
Yeah, obviously, like you say, sports brings everybody together in a sense, but there's a double-edged sword to it, and we have a microphone in front of our face all the time, and if we're knowledgeable about what we're talking about, passionate about what we're talking about, then we should speak on it, because there's a lot of people that can't speak for themselves in this country.
As a father, not a basketball player for a moment, but as a father, as you have watched and listened to all that's been happening in our country over the past few months now, what do you make of it?
I think it's a great time to be alive, to see, the participation at protests. I got to bring my, 7-year-old daughter, and she was asking questions about why we were out there and what we were trying to accomplish, and by the end, leading chance herself. So, again, this is a generation that can use all the resources that we have available to really make meaningful impact. And I think at the end of the day, we have to continue to do it even if we don't see those changes right away.
Steph went on to say, if you can't accept me as an activist, if you can't accept the things I want to talk about, you can't accept me as an athlete either. Right. He said the two go hand in hand. And you'll appreciate this. That golf tournament over the weekend, by the way, he actually started pretty slowly.
Where'd he end up?
Number 4. He finished 4th.
So good.
in that American Century Golf Tournament. Played with his dad. Started with his dad. Then he played with Jerry Rice and some other guys. And at the end, they do this thing, where they jump in the lake.
They do?
Lake Tahoe, There it is right there.
That's fun.
Yeah, they all jump into Tahoe.
Okay.
That conversation, by the way, that roundtable conversation, the discussion, race and sports in America conversations, it's on Golf Channel, NBC Sports, and NBC Sports regional networks. It starts at 8 o'clock Eastern tonight. Should be a fascinating conversation.
Should be great.